Do you know just how many things were actually invented or created because of dreams? From the song Yesterday by the Beatles to Einstein's E equals MC squared and the double helix of DNA, dreams have been the source of creativity for hundreds of years for many people. What are you missing out on by not listening to your dreams? Find out more on Dream Your Life and Live Your Dream.
Hi, I'm Sheila Balgobin, and I'm known as the Dream Decipherer. I'm going to be looking at the different types of dreams and how they could possibly help you to start or grow your business. But before I do that, let me ask you, how many things do you know of that have been created because of dreams? Any ideas? Well, let me share a few of the things that have been created or invented because of dreams. The first thing, Google. Yes, Google, which is so eponymous now that we even use it as a verb. Google was developed on the back of a dream. Einstein's famous equation, E equals MC squared, came from a dream. The double helix of DNA, sewing machines, the novel Frankenstein, and even the song by the Beatles, Yesterday, were all created or developed as the result of a dream. So what important information are you missing out on by not paying attention to your dreams? In this mini-series, we will be looking at the different types of dreams and how they can be brought to bear on your business or business ideas. We will be looking at each of the types of dreams that I have identified and how they could be helping or perhaps hindering you from growing your business. We will be looking at the first of my 5 identified types of dreams, which is the smokestack. Now, the smokestack dream is a dream that burns off the remains of the day, the minor stresses and strains that we don't acknowledge at the time and get released at night. So if you're dreaming at night about answering your phone at work, that's probably a smokestack dream. But it could be anything that has occurred during your day, not necessarily at work. It could be somebody cut you off on the way to work. It could be your teenagers driving you completely up the wall. It could be a boss, if you're an employee, making impossible demands with regard to a deadline. Or if you're a business owner, it could be a very tricky customer that you just can't seem to satisfy no matter what you do. So these minor irritations and stresses get stored up during the day because you can't express your annoyance or upset at that time and get released during the night. Do you have dreams like that? Do you have dreams where snippets of conversations or activities or something else come up in your dreams in a little bits reminding you of the stuff that irritated you during the day? More than likely, that is considered a smokestack dream. But how can this smokestack be used in a way that can enhance your life and your business? If you look at what that irritation was or what that problem was, perhaps it's a call for you to take a different perspective, to look at the situation from a different point of view, and perhaps come up with a better way of handling it. Perhaps that your snarky teenager is a call for you to develop more patience and empathy. Remember, you were a teenager with hormones raging at one time yourself. With regard to that knotty problem with a business customer, it could be again, stepping back and finding a different way to be able to handle that customer, either to listen better and to really get behind what it is that they're looking for. Or it may be that this is not the right customer for you, and maybe you need to refer them on to someone. That's possible too. And that can help grow your business, by the way, is referring people to others who may be more helpful, because they will feel the desire to be able to return the favor and refer people to you. So those are smokestack dreams. And to be able to tap into what your dreams are actually telling you, it's necessary to record them and to look at them on a regular basis. I also not only help people to decipher their dreams in quick mini consultations, but I teach people in a 6-week course how they can learn to manifest, remember, and interpret their dreams so that they can pull out what I call the gold in the gobbledygook of their dreams. We will be looking at another type of dream, and this one is the snapshot dream. What do I mean when I say a snapshot dream? That's the dreams that basically give you an update. It's a resume of what's going on in your life at a particular moment in time. It's as if your soul is saying to you, this is what it's like with you today or at this moment in time. So it could frame a particular situation, maybe a particular relationship, maybe something that's going on in your business that you're too busy going about your business to pick up and perceive immediately. Because remember, the unconscious mind, which is a vast ocean compared to our conscious mind, which is that part of us that says I, perceives everything that's going on around us, from the birds singing outside and the neighbors arguing upstairs to the vibes that are coming from your customers with regard to some transaction that you have undertaken with them. So during the day, as I say, the unconscious is picking up all of this information and storing it, if you will, temporarily until at night, when we're no longer occupied with the tears and chables of life. We'll float the ideas up, we'll float this information up as if to say, hey, this is important. Have a look at this. So that's what a snapshot dream does. It actually pinpoints a particular instance or a particular frame of mind or action that perhaps you need to look at with regard to either furthering the action, taking action, or maybe even desisting from a particular action. Dreams are messages from the deepest and wisest part of ourselves and contain important information. One of my dreams literally saved my life, and another set of dreams actually brought an old flame back into my life that I later married. So dreams do certainly have important information, and those snapshots that occur occasionally to let you know just where you are with things can be important, because it can set the tone for you to be able to notice something that perhaps has escaped your conscious mind and be able to perhaps develop an idea, develop a product, or reach out to a customer or colleague to be able to grow your business in some way. That's a snapshot dream. Next, we're going to be looking at the problem-solving or creative dream. Now, if you've watched the introduction to this mini-series, you will have heard the different things that have been created or invented as a result of dreams. And in fact, I can tell you that this mini-series is the result of my own dreams, telling me to actually share this information with others so that the people can understand how dreams can be used to grow or enhance their business. So there you have it, a prime example of how you can use your dreams in business. It was Freud who actually said that dreams are the royal road to the unconscious. And an example of what I call the big medicine dream is of my own that I can share, in which if I hadn't listened to, I would literally not be sitting here talking to you today. And it was a repetitive dream that absolutely terrified me, but actually ended up saving me from 9/11. And if you'd like to know more about that, you can find out more details in the book that I wrote that details what happened with those dreams and how I responded to it. But in any case, big medicine dreams are dreams that have such a power and such clarity that you will remember them long after you've had them. Even many years later, they will still be clear as a bell in your mind because they offer such profound and life-saving or life-changing information. So what kinds of dreams are those? There may be dreams like, for example, I was dreaming just before I started doing my psychotherapy training, I kept dreaming that I was pregnant, and it was just like, no, 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 no. That's not what we're about here. But on an energetic level, I was giving birth to something new, a new aspect in terms of my career, a new life in terms of my business, so that it was symbolic of this birthing of a new aspect or a new part of myself. And even funnily enough, suffered from something that felt like a bit like postpartum depression when I finished my course and my dissertation. So, when they say art follows life and life follows art, I suppose here. But these types of dreams, as I say, they come with such power and such strength and clarity that you can't forget them. And even when you do forget parts of a dream, what you will remember is what has the most emotional charge behind it, so that the other details, they're less important. But the things that have the most emotional impact and the things that you need to look at with more attention are the things that you will remember. So you may forget the minor details of a dream, but the important bit, the important part that your unconscious is saying, hey, have a look at this. This is important. You will remember. So what could it be that you've been dreaming about, perhaps repetitively, that is trying to offer you a pathway to suggest a new idea that you're not paying attention to? And that could be in your personal life or your professional life. But what are you missing? What information is your unconscious keep sending to you with clear as a bell, with great detail, that you're just dismissing as, cheap wine, dodgy takeaway meal? There is power and there's energy and there's wisdom in your dreams that can help to enhance your business. So I would encourage you to keep a little notebook and pen or pencil by your bedside. And when these dreams occur, you don't have to write War and Peace, a 10 million word dissertation. Just jot down key words so that when you wake up, you will wake up and have these bullet points, if you will, that will jog your memory. So I would encourage you to take note of your dreams and the information that they may be containing for you, especially if it's a dream that's so powerful that you want to talk to other people about it. I had this amazing dream and da 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 da. It's because if it's that has impressed you to that extent, it probably has vital information that you need to look at and perhaps act on. And if you're looking for help with a dream, I offer a free 15-minute mini consultation to give you tips on how to approach your dream and pull out the information it contains. But if you're serious about learning to work with your dreams and understanding the meanings in your dreams, I offer a 6-week course where you learn how to manifest, remember, and interpret your dreams and be able to use that information. I had one client who got in vital health information with regard to her heart after taking my course, or another one who was subject to fears around starting her business, and after consulting with me, has started her business and it is going great guns. It's a huge success. So what are you missing out on by not listening to your dreams and figuring out what the big medicine contained in your dreams might be? Next, we will be looking at my final category of dreams, which is a category that I discovered or named, not so much discovered, but named recently, and that's communal dreaming. Now, you're probably wondering, what does that mean, communal dreaming? In certain traditions and certain traditional cultures, communal dreaming is something that's actually very common. For example, in the southwestern United States, the Hopi and Navajo peoples are set great store by their dreams, and the elders will actually sit down and dream the world of their great, 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 great grandchildren into existence. In Australia, the Aboriginal people talk of dream time, the time that before time began, which never lives and never dies. And in fact, they will say, well, you can kill the kangaroo, that's okay, but you can't kill kangaroo dreaming, which is eternal. How do you kill an idea? You can't. So many cultures, as I say, around the world have set great store by dreams and will pay attention to their dreams or to affect something in their communities by their dreaming. Now, how I rediscovered this type of dream actually came through a client of mine a few months back. This client was giving esoteric teachings or spiritual teachings to one of his sons and his son's friend, and was reciting mantras and doing different things in this dream. The next day, this same son came to the dad and his wife and said, I had this funny dream and I was learning this stuff. My friend and I were learning this stuff, and it was just like da 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 da, and recited the words that the father had been reciting in his dream. So he actually did transmit that information not only to the son, but to the son's friend. And that's what I mean by communal dreaming. We don't just dream for ourselves, we dream for others as well. And that has happened for me. There is another client of mine who, during a period of my life that was very tumultuous and I wasn't actually dreaming, who was actually dreaming on my behalf and giving me information that I needed in order to be able to affect different things in my personal and professional life. So again, somebody dreaming for others. And this is what communal dreaming is not dreaming just for ourselves and our individual lives, but dreaming on behalf of others. So how can that help you with regard to building or starting a business? Well, think about it. Many things have been invented or many things have been dreamt about by different people around the world independently of each other. I mean, there's ample evidence of this where things that were invented, breakthroughs in medicine or science or something else that different people in different parts of the world, independently of each other and unknown to each other, have come up with the same or virtually the same idea. Now, this goes back to what I had said earlier in the series, that there is a substrata that is common to all human beings on the planet, the collective unconscious, it's called in psychological terms, where we all are starting at this particular neutral ground, and all of the symbols and all of the information that human knowledge is contained, which is why certain people, may dream of things that and people and places and even in languages that they don't even know, have never encountered, and know nothing about, because they're tapping into this greater collective unconscious. And that is, other than the common themes of sex, death, and mothers-in-law, which we all may have, most symbols are individual to the dreamer. Though, as I said, there are certain themes that we can all share, no matter what part of the world we live in, what our culture is, or religion, or how we live our lives. And we can occasionally tap into that through our dreams and pull down information that can help enhance a business or our personal lives. So what are you missing by not tapping into this greater wisdom? Is there a business idea that has gotten stuck in your mind somewhere, and you've just kind of put it aside until who knows when? That something like that happened to me, and that was actually working with dreams. I had created this dream interpretation course, and it sat on my shelf for 3 years because I couldn't figure out how to bring it to light. And it was, as it happened, it wasn't during a dream, but at a retreat that I attended, a women's retreat in Marrakesh, that I got the final puzzle piece and was able to convert that idea sitting on my shelf gathering dust into a viable business. And this is what I mean. Dreams are not only give us information, but they will help us to be alert to answers that may come not necessarily in our sleep, but may come from something we read, something we hear on television, a stranger makes a comment, and all of a sudden it switches something on, and we're able to move an idea forward, or move a product forward, or develop something, or create a brand new business. So I would invite you to pay more attention to your dreams. They're really not just the effect of cheap wine or a dodgy takeaway meal. They do have power and wisdom that can be tapped into to improve your life and to improve your business. If you have a dream that is particularly niggling and would like some information or some tips on how to approach the dream and pull out what I call the gold in the gobbledygook of your dream, I offer a free mini consultation to give you tips to be able to approach the dream and pull out the information. But if you really would like to know how to work with your dreams consistently and get the information that they contain on a regular basis, my 6-week dream interpretation course, which helps you to manifest, remember, and interpret your dreams, is for you. It can help you to not only to gain insight and information into your dreams, but be able to act upon it. And client after client has come back to me and told me how their dreams have helped them to make important decisions about their health, about their business, has helped them to get over recurring nightmares, to help them to be happier in general. And I'd like to be able to help you to do that as well. Thank you for watching and listening. I hope you've enjoyed this mini series and it's given you some thought as to how to work better with your dreams. And if you'd like more information, you can come to me at www.meetingwithsheila.com. all one word. And I can give you, as I say in a brief consultation, give you some tips that can help move you forward or tell you more about my 6-week course on dream interpretation. Thanks again and happy dreaming. Are you having a dream that's leaving you scratching your head in confusion or feeling frightened? You can email your dream to me at the address below, and I will anonymously give you tips on air that can help you to crack the code of that dream and get the information that you need.